Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network. Good on you. You found the picture. You're the one that tweeted the picture of a clearly coked up Don Jr. in front of his arsenal of weapons. Yeah. You just said Don Jr. murders elephants for entertainment. I'll take 10 over Hunter Biden's on coke over that.
Yeah.
Well, and also I posted a picture of Don Jr. with a bunch of AR-15s.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Back of him. And Don looks like James Woods in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it's like, oh, I'm so glad the Republicans really care a lot about not letting drug addicts get guns without background checks.
Yeah.
They mean none of it. They don't believe anything they say.
No.
It's all about power. But, Axios had a really obnoxious headline yesterday about how Trump is making these incredible inroads with young voters. And so many young voters are leaving Biden for Trump. It's shocking to see in the polls. And if you read to the very bottom of the article, Axios says, of course, young people don't answer landline phones.
Right.
That's archaic for them. So these numbers aren't really reliable. They put the shocker headline up at the bottom and up at the top. And at the bottom, they say, by the way, everything you've just read is completely full of liquid crap.
And I've seen two recent polls where he's up by 20 points among young people. It's like, please spare us with this.
You guys keep on banning IVF. Keep on banning mifepristone, and everything will be fine. Young people and women will turn out, Republicans. You'll see.
It just goes to the heart of it. You threaded, I hate coastal elites, and that's why I voted for a millionaire at birth from New York City with a gold toilet who once lost $1 billion and cut his own taxes. I mean, I guess there is that segment that we just have to go, nothing matters. Right. I was saying, I don't even know anymore, based on this whole, saying Milwaukee's horrible when that's the city where you're going to be nominated. I said, is he an alien? This is like some giant thought experiment. What do you have to do or say to get some segment of the population to turn against you? I mean,
Well, that's why I'm pitching a new game show exclusively for Trump voters called "What's It Gonna Take?" And every episode we're going to ask you, So wait, would you still vote for Donald Trump if he left Melania and married Lena Dunham? Dun, 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 dun. No, I'd still be with him because at least I know he'd cheat on Lena Dunham. Oh. They will find a rationale to defend this guy no matter what he does.
It is. It's like Bulworth, I was saying. It's like, what if I'm a rapist? Okay, what if I'm a business fraud? What if I'm convicted of 34 felonies? How about this? Your city's horrible.
Donald Trump is a moral IQ test for the weakness of men. That's what, and the weakness of white people.
It is a national emergency. It is an IQ test. It is a moral test. You're right, John. This is not even an election anymore. Can I just say, by the way, we're doing our best over here. God bless Bob Seska. He said, I bet 50 to 70% of Democrats, not to mention independents, are totally unaware of this. America's building things again, directly attributable to Biden's policies, and the boom is creating record jobs. Have you seen this graph? Manufacturing is booming under President Biden. That's Trump. This is Biden. I mean, how many more barometers can we have that apparently don't make any difference? And Trump's egregious crimes,
But again, our Republican brothers and sisters don't know. They have a separate media ecosystem where they won't be told these things. These people still don't know that Donald Trump admitted Barack Obama was born here in 2016. They don't know. We have finally set up a system where people turn to news for affirmation, not information, and they will not be told anything the party doesn't want them to know. And so unless you're curious, and God bless the liberals, liberals consume all news. Every liberal I know watches right-wing news now and then because it gets your heart rate up, the rage. Our right-wing friends don't know these things.
John, I said that yesterday. There was a huge, someone did all Biden's accomplishments, and I literally thought, oh, well, this is too long to read on the air. It's too boring. It's like he suffers. And Julie in Seattle wrote me. She said, Steph, as you talked with our beloved Dr. Doom, the delightful Lindy Lee, about how Biden's accomplishments are ignored, I was thinking about a report I saw yesterday on the reopening of Baltimore's port a mere 11 weeks after that monster-sized metal suspension bridge collapsed into it. If Trump had been president when that occurred, I think it's safe to say 11 billion years could have passed and still be closed. There are constant examples of bad things happening which just get fixed in a timely and competent manner. Another example, the truck crash and fire that collapsed a section of I-95
He's old.
in Philly.
It's boring. He's old.
This is not magic. It's local officials and the Biden administration working together. Also, we have a totally excellent gay Secretary of Transportation, and in Baltimore, a black governor and a black mayor. Weird how that DEI thing is working out. I mean, it just, but you know, I until she brought this up, I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't really see much about that in the news. Because it's just, it's more boring competence, right?
Well, and it's also the death of local news.
Thank you. And Sinclair Broadcasting.
The story.
Yeah. Which is why it is imperative that you go to freespeech.org on the last day of the fund drive and also support John Fugelsang on his fantastic show on SiriusXM Progress.
Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. I hope you'll join me on my new audio podcast, Justice Matters. I'll be using my 30 years as a federal prosecutor and Army JAG to unpack, break down, and explain the legal issues of the day, particularly where the legal intersects with the political. Please look for Justice Matters with Glenn Kirshner wherever you generally get your podcasts.